It has been so very long. So glad to be back to be able to film videos. We've been well over here. Things have just been crazy busy. So I'm excited to come back. I have tons of footage, so lots of content should be coming up that I just haven't had an opportunity to edit and upload, but I'm working on that now. So I thought I'd come back to you guys with another recipe share. This one is going to be a stuffed chicken breast dinner, and I'm going to take you through the process of making the entire dinner from beginning to end. So starting off, I had some leftover stuffing from some baked manicotti that I'd actually made. So it's just some cream cheese, spinach, Parmesan cheese, and then garlic and other seasonings like garlic powder, onion powder, some Italian herbs, things like that. So I took that from the freezer, thawed it out, and then I just had some leftover shrimp. So I took that bit of shrimp, chopped it up, and tossed it in as well, and mixed that all together. This is another example of using leftovers to make something new and fresh. So yeah, I mixed that all together, and then I took my chicken breasts. I wanted to pound those out and make them a little bit thinner. They were really thick chicken breast, so I wanted to pound those out and make them a little thinner for this meal. I also ended up butterflying them. I didn't show that in the filming though. I don't have the best knife skills, but I just cut them down the middle to split them, and then as you can see here, I'm just pounding them out to make them a little bit more thin, make sure that they cook more evenly, and that the seasoning and flavor gets to every bit of that chicken.
Everything about you.
So once I finished getting those all pounded out, thinned out, then I wanted to season the chicken. So I'm using some Badia seasoning here. It's a Badia Complete Seasoning. I use that on so many things, so good. I'm also using some Trader Joe's 21 Seasoning Salute, which is salt-free. So if you're watching your sodium intake, that's a great one to use. I'm adding some garlic powder as well because I add garlic powder to everything. And then I didn't put it on this first one, but on the other ones I wanted a little bit more color, so I added some paprika as well. So a little bit of salt and then some paprika. And I do that with each of the chicken breasts. It's extremely important to make sure you season everything, every part of your meal. So, every ingredient that goes into your meal. So I seasoned the chicken first, and then I took that mixture, the shrimp, spinach, and cream cheese mixture, and just put that into the chicken breast, as you can see here, before I flip it over. Now, my chicken breast had a few, I don't want to call them holes, but you see, right there, so they are holes. So I just pulled them over, and it still turned out fine. So if you end up having a few splits in your chicken breast, don't worry, it'll still turn out fine. So there I am stuffing the chicken breast, and then I'm placing those over into our baking dish. So at this point, all of our chicken breasts are seasoned and stuffed, and now you want to stick those into the oven at 375 from anywhere between 25 to 35 minutes, just depending on the size of your chicken breast. I would also suggest using a meat thermometer just to be sure that they're completely done. So on the side, I wanted to have something different. I had not gone to the store, but I'd ordered some broccolini from our grocery delivery, and it looked really good, so I wanted to use it for this meal. So I just sauteed that broccolini. Now, guys, there is nothing healthy about this dinner at all. Not even the broccolini is healthy because I cooked it with both butter and olive oil. You could do one or the other. You could even saute it in water if you're watching your fat intake. But I mean steam it in water. But I did go ahead and saute that with a little bit of butter and olive oil. And then I just very simply seasoned it with salt and pepper. Once I had finished sauteing it, I took it off of the heat, put it off to the side, and just put the lid on top while I finished up my next side dish, which was the pasta. Okay, so now we are going to make some pasta to go on the side with our chicken. I like to really heavily salt my pasta water. I got that tip a long time ago, and I feel like it makes a world of difference to the flavor of your pasta. So I always put a lot of salt in my pasta water, so I'm doing that now. And then you just want to cook your noodles according to the package directions. I'm using linguine here. You could use whatever type of long or short pasta noodle that you wanted. So once my pasta is done, I grabbed a pan, and I don't know if I've said this already, but there's absolutely nothing healthy about this dish. It's really good, but there's nothing healthy about it. So again, I'm sauteing my pasta in some olive oil and a bit of butter. My original plan was just to take those noodles and make buttered noodles. Just at this point, just add a little bit of salt and pepper and be done. But I ended up having some leftover stuffing from the chicken, and so I decided to put that into my pasta noodles as well. So it made like a little creamy sauce, like almost like an Alfredo sauce, but not quite. But it was really good, and there wasn't a whole lot of it, so it was kind of lightly sauced. But again, it ended up being really good. Just another example of a way that you can use a bit of something that's left over to make something fresh and new. So yeah, I'm gonna finish cooking up those pasta noodles, our pasta with our sauce. So here I'm adding a little bit of fresh Parmesan cheese. You could skip this step. I initially had planned to add that in there before I had the stuffing left over, but I felt like the more cheese, the better. So yeah, I just finished cooking that up. This is all done at this point, so I just set this one off to the side to get ready to pull our chicken out of the oven. And so there's our chicken. How good does that look? Oh my goodness, I can eat that right now. So again, just be sure that depending on the size of your chicken breast, you check them for doneness. But yeah, our chicken is nice and done, ready to be plated up. So here we are with our finished product. We have our noodles with our kind of makeshift Alfredo sauce. We have our chicken and then our sauteed broccolini. This is such a delicious meal. Not healthy, but really good. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope that you give this recipe a try. If you do, please be sure to comment and let me know how it goes. So glad to be back. I have sincerely missed y'all, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.